Letter number 20. The name of the letter is Faa. Faa. The sound is Fa. And Fa is a twin letter with Qaaf 2. The difference between them is a little bit significant. Later on, we're going to study another letter that is called Noon, that looks like that. And this Noon is connected like Ba and Ta and Tha, exactly same thing. So if we draw a Ba here and we draw a Noon here, we will find something that if we take off the dot of the Ba and the dot of the Noon and then add a head for the Ba and a head for the Noon with one dot here and two dots here, we will have Fa and Qaaf. So if you know how to draw Ba, you can draw Fa. Now if you know how to draw Noon, which will come later on, it's a letter number 25, then we add a head with two dots, we will have Qaaf. So that's why in Arabic letters you only need to know how to draw few letters correctly, and then based on those few letters you'll be able to make small adjustment and draw the other letters like Ba to Fa, Noon to Qaaf. Now let's draw Fa. We already draw it here. Let's draw it in a bigger scale here. So we start with the head and we have to create the neck. Now I draw it with a little bit longer neck, which is not correct. So if the neck is longer, this is Qaaf, it's not Fa. So I'm gonna correct it. Start with the head, and the head of the Fa looks exactly like a head of a Waw. Later on, we're gonna study a letter called Waw. Same head of the Fa and the body of the Ra. So the Waw is Ra with the head. We're gonna see this later. Right now, we see the Fa. We draw the head first with a dot. Don't forget the neck. And then the body of the Ba. So, start like this. Sorry, I draw the dot prematurely. So this is one, and then we go this way, this way. Now here the neck looked a little bit longer because I have to demonstrate the distance. This is one, and this is two. Now let's see how to pronounce it. As most of the letters in Arabic, the majority of letters of Arabic, they have equivalent in English, and Fa is exactly pronounced like the letter F. So this is Fa, Fa, Fa. And like Ba, when it's connected, we forget the tail, just the head. This differences. Fa, fu, fi, and fa, fu, fi. So let's practice a little bit. Fa, fa, fu, fu, fi, fi. So fa, long vowel, cut it short, becomes fa. Fu, long vowel, cut it short, fu. Fi, cut it short, fi. Now let's connect the letters. The first word is going to be farasha. Fa, ra, alif, sheen, ta marbuta. So fa plus ra plus alif plus sheen plus ta marbuta. And this is the fa. Farasha, butterfly. The second word, ya. Yafrum, yafrum, yafrum. Ya plus fa plus ra plus mim. And yafrum means to shop. Now in spoken Arabic we pronounce it as yufrum, not yafrum. In MSA or standard Arabic we call it yafrum. See the difference? Slight difference between yufrum and yafrum. Here we change the harakat, we put dhamma over the ya instead of fatha, dhamma instead of fatha, but the meaning doesn't change. The only difference is it's been spoken like that in spoken Arabic, but in formal Arabic it's fatha. So this is also common when the word is being used in a spoken Arabic. Some of the harakat changes. The meaning doesn't change, just the harakat. So you pronounce it differently. Here, to chop, yafrum. In spoken Arabic we say yufrum. And the last word is raghif. Raghif. Raghif, it means loaf of bread. Ra, ghain, ya, plus fa. And now I would like to draw your attention to how the letter fa is drawn when it's in the middle of the word or at the last of the word. You see, at the beginning of the word, it has to have a neck. You cannot do it like this and tell me this is fa. I mean, it could be, but when you draw it like this, that's not fa. That's meme. Because meme can be drawn like that in the beginning of the word, or can be drawn like that from the top or from the bottom, only at the beginning of the word. Now we're going to talk about meme later. But fa, it has to have a neck. This is a neck. While in the middle of the word, let's use the red ink, it becomes like that. No neck. Qaaf is the same. No neck. Just come from the side and then create the Faa. At the end is the same. Raghif. Ya is coming, extending itself, and then Faa is drawn. You cannot do it like this. That's wrong. Like this. When it's drawn in the middle of the word or at the end of the word, it's drawn like this. At the beginning of the word, you have to have a neck, exactly like Qaaf. Letter number 21. Name of the letter, Qaaf. Sound of the letter, Qa, with the Q representing the sound Qa. Now, the way we draw letter Qaaf is as following. So we start above the line to draw the letter and the neck. Then we go under the line to complete the letter. So it's not like Fa long, it's like Noon. See? The neck of the Qaaf is longer than the neck of the Fa when they stand alone as a letter that is not connected to anything. And the way we draw it, we start from here all the way and then Qaaf. So one shot, Qaaf, and at the end you put the two dots. Now, how to pronounce it with long, short vowels and long vowels? Qa, Qa, Qa. Qa, Qu, Qi. And this is the cue that representing the sound Qa, Fatha, Qa. Alif mamduda, Qa. I'm sorry, the Qaaf, it has to be above that, or Qaaf has to be lower than that. Qu with Dhamma, Qu with Waw. Same thing with here, it has to be lower than that. And now Qi with Ya, Qi. So we have Qa, shorter, Qa, Qu, shorter, Qu, Qi, shorter, Qi. Now let's see how to connect it. At the beginning of the word we have كلمة قلم. And as I said, Qaaf at the beginning, like Fa, exactly. At the beginning of the word, it has a neck. Qalam, Mim, Qalam, mean a pen or a pencil. A pen or a pencil. Anything you write with, they call it qalam. If it's a pencil, it becomes qalam rasas. So we have Qaaf plus Laam plus Mim, and this is the Qaaf. Now, in the middle of the word, we have maq lama. Maq lama. Maq lama. Maqlama, it means the case that you put pens in it. We have Mim plus Qaaf plus Laam plus Mim plus Ta marbuta. And this is the Qaaf. At the end of the word, we have Rafiq. Now we have Fa and Qaaf at the same time. See, Fa, although it's in the middle of the word, but because it's not connected to the letter before it, we write it with the neck. So whenever the Qaaf or Fa are not connected from the right side, because Ra doesn't connect to the left side, then we draw it like this. And as a review, we have 6 letters that don't connect to the all letters connect from the right side, but some letters don't connect from the left side, which are Alif, Ra, Zay, Dal, Dal, and Waw. These letters, they don't connect from the left side, but all the letters connect from the right side. So Alif can be connected this way. This is as a review. So Alif we can connect it this way, Ra we can connect it this way, Zay we can connect it this way, Dal we connect it this way, Dal we connect it this way, Waw we connect it this way, but not from the left side. So these letters are called non-connecting letters. So now, whenever the Fa or the Qaaf comes either in the beginning of the word or after non-connecting letters, we write it with the neck. So when it's not connected from the right side, we write it like that. Fa, Ya, plus Qaaf. Rafiq. Now Rafiq means a companion. A companion. Letter 22. Qaaf. Qaaf. Sound is Ka. The letter is drawn like that. Now, I have to draw it in 2 ways because the Qaaf changes completely when it's connected, so we have to make sure we draw the Qaaf in the right way. Now, the Kaaf, it's drawn closer to the Laam. This is Laam, and this is Kaaf. Laam is short tail, Kaaf is long one. Now, when the Kaaf is connected, take a different shape. Now it's like that. So, it's as if we have the Kaaf, and then we take off the Hamza, and then we make a long line here. So it becomes a Kaaf to connect. And this line gets shorter. So it's transformed. So we start from here, go all the way down, and then this is number 1 and number 2. We draw the Hamza, and we learned how to do the Hamza earlier, and the Hamza is simply like a zigzag, and some people do it like this, and both are correct. So when it's drawn like this, it looks like a head of a Ain, but it's very small. Now when it's connected, it's drawn like that, and this way you can either draw it as a one shot like this, or you can draw it at, on 2 steps. One first, that's first, and that's second. So this is the first way, and that's the second way. So make sure when you draw the Kaaf, the stem of the Kaaf has to be a little bit tilted. It's not like Alif, that's Alif. The Kaaf is a little bit tilted toward the left. And then this is the base, and then we draw the line at the top. So let's see how we're gonna pronounce it. Then we go to connecting. The first word we're gonna, oh no, this is pronunciation, so we're gonna pronounce it Ka, Ku, Ki. Now connecting it, so this is Ka, Fatha, Ka, Ku, Dhamma, Ku, Ki, Kasra, Ki. Now with Alif Mamduda, Ka. With Dhamma, Ku. With Kasra, Ki. So this letter is exactly like sometimes students say, how am I going to remember that one letter has 2 shapes? I mean, Arabic language is somehow, the alphabet is somehow very dynamic. It changes shape based on where you draw the letter, at the beginning of the word, at the middle, or at the end. But the answer is we have in English capital letter and small letter, and we never confuse between Q and Q or R and R. So B and B. So when we use the letter and we get used to it and we practice enough, we're gonna easily just remove this confusion between that one letter is drawn in a two different way. Let's now connect the letter. The first word we're gonna use is kalima. Kalima. So as you see here, sometimes it's okay not to connect the line, but I'm gonna keep connecting it because students are still beginners. Kalima, kaf, lam, mim, ta marbuta. So we have here lam plus mim plus ta marbuta plus kaf. Kalima. Now, kalima in the formal Arabic, or MSA we call it, Modern Standard Arabic. In the spoken Arabic, we change the harakat. So instead of kalima, we say either kilma or kilme. Depends on where you are. So if you are a Lebanese, you're going to say kilme. And if you are, for example, an Egyptian, you're going to say kilma. And so on. The second word is going to be lakin. Lam. Lakin. Now, this is the lam. So the lam, we extended the base of the lam a little bit so we can connect it. Lakin. So if you notice, sometime in Arabic, we can say lakin like this. And sometime it's okay not to tell too much the stem of the K, of the Ka, harf al-Ka, based on what kind of word you are writing. And sometimes you do like this, lakin. So for the advanced, that's okay. But for the beginners, I would like you to write Ka like this, tilt it. So we have lam plus kaf plus noon, and this is the kaf. Now the last word is hunak. Hunak. Now this is the first time we write the letter ha. Hunak. So at the end of the word, the kaf remains as it is. Hunak. We have ha plus noon plus alif plus kaf. Ha, na, a, ka. Hunak. Now hunak means there. And this is in MSA, the formal Arabic, the standard Arabic. In spoken Arabic, it's pronounced differently, of course. So some says hunak, some says hunik, some says hnik. So we're gonna get into this differentiation on how to pronounce the word in spoken Arabic based on the region, of course. Although we're gonna limit ourselves to one or two regions so we don't get confused. After we develop a good familiarity in figuring out or distinguishing the word, how it's said how it's pronounced in standard and then in the spoken Arabic, we can move on and expand our knowledge about spoken Arabic by getting to know more dialects. So, kalima or kilma, it means a word, a word. Lakin, it means but, B-U-T. So in spoken Arabic, lakin, we say it lakin. See, it's a little bit lighter, lakin. So lakin and hunak, there. Kalima, a word. Lakin, but. Hunak, there. Now, page number 23. Letter name is Laam. Laam. Sound la, la. And as we said, this is the line. As we said, Laam and Kaaf somehow look alike, with the base or the tail is longer with the Kaaf, and plus it has Hamza. Now the Laam start from the top and extend like this. Now, the Laam is over the line, but when it's connected and it's at the end of the word, you write the tail under the line, like this, if it's connected to another letter. But if it's not connected and it's not at the end of the word, it stays over the line. And it's very simple. One line, and you just give it that shape. Now, let's see how to pronounce it. Now, la, alif, lu, dhamma, li, kasra. La. Now there is something about lam that hosts an alif after it. So if the alif comes after the lam, we can write it in too many different ways. One way is to put the alif this way. One way is to put the alif over the lam, but we extend the base of the alif. So this is one way, this is one way, and this is one way. And we're going to talk about this later when we study the special combination of the letter lam with alif, where they call it lam alif. So when they say lam alif, it means this is special combination between these two letters. So now I have to erase the alif because I have to draw it with a different color. Okay, so this is lam, alif, alif mad, this is lu, this is li. La, lu, li. And this is in English. And if you take a note and notice that lam in Arabic and L in English, they look exactly the same, except they're kind of inverted. One extended to the left, one extended to the right, because in Arabic they write from right to left and English from left to right, but both they look alike. Now let's see how to connect the letter. The first word لعب. Second word يلعب. The last word بديل. So لعب, لام عين باء, عين plus باء, لعب. The second word يلعب, يا plus لام plus عين plus باء. And the last word بديل, بديل, باء plus دال plus ياء plus. So هون لعب, يلعب, بديل. So if you notice that the lam, because it's at the end of the word, now it goes below the line. So if we draw the line here and we want to write بديل, ba over the on the line, dal on the line, ya on the line, and then the lam goes down below the line. While in the case of يلعب, we see here ya over the line, lam over the line, ayn over the line, and ba over the line. So lam is always drawn over the line unless it's the last letter. It goes a little bit to the bottom. Because if you keep it over the line, it's going to become, it look like more like Qaaf. So imagine this is the line, and you want to draw بديل, but the lam you put it above here. Now this may be mixed with Qaaf. So a little bit elongation here, and it becomes Qaaf. Now it has no meaning, this word, but we have to draw it below the line, so we know this is lam. Now لعب means he played, يلعب it means to play, بديل it means substitute.